knocking over everything on my desk. I rearranged my desk so now my cords are all in different places and stuff. Okay. Hopefully now we're good to go. I moved around my desk, so I'm also like further away, so I don't know if that's gonna make the mic be all bad or messed up or too quiet or whatever. I have to turn the mic up one. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe that'll be okay. Maybe it'll still be too quiet. Maybe we'll have to mess with it more. But I moved my desk a little bit to make it a little bit more ergonomic or whatever the words are. Let me close some of the 50,000 tabs that I've opened on my computer. Are we on the right tab right now? Yes. Well, what happens if I open this one? Okay. Let me get the YouTube stream all set up. Because we are not doing a CS2 Armory unboxing today. Matthew, what's up, buddy? I need to, there's so much stuff I have to do at the beginning. I want to get this pulled up on my phone so that I can see the chat. I still don't have a good way to see the chat or anything, so I don't have a second monitor right now. I had a second monitor, but then it just like stopped working with my computer and everything, so I don't know. So I need to, what do I need to do? I need to go to my channel. How do you get the stars so fast? No, we're not doing the stars today, bro. I have, I can show you how many stars I have. I've been grinding, but I don't have 200 stars yet. But I hope to have 200 stars soon. I mean, obviously I would love to have 200 stars. Let's see what we got on Counter-Strike here. Is this going to pop up? Yeah. Okay, so I have 80 stars. I'm getting there. I'm trying. I want to get another unboxing going. We need to get in the profit still. But today what I want to talk about was best CS2 Armory investments. Huge profit. Live. Okay, and then I gotta change the thumbnail. Today I want to talk about Armory investments. Maybe we can do a little bit of an unboxing of something as well. I didn't save this thumbnail yet, I guess. Let me export this real quick. I said, hold on, Armory invest, because I do want to talk about Armory investments. No, I'm changing it right now. I literally just went live. It's 2 seconds ago, guys. Chill. I still don't know how to get it set up to where I can change the stuff beforehand, so I have to go live first, bait the people in. But we can do some kind of unboxing today. I do, if you guys want to, we definitely can still do some type of unboxing or something like that today. But I don't have enough stars to do like a full unboxing. But I do want to talk soon about the profitability of the different collections and everything, because the more I look at it and the more I look at the math and numbers and everything, I do think it makes way more sense to keep opening the collections. Now, obviously, it definitely depends on what the profitability of everything is, and right now it does look like the collection profitability is dropping and stuff a little bit, but I don't know, what is this Alpha Tori? What is this guy saying in the chat? All right, we're gonna give him a little timeout. We're gonna give him a 5-minute timeout for him to think about what he's saying. I don't even know what the heck he's saying. Being so weird. So yeah, we're going to talk about Armory stuff. We're going to talk about Armory investments. Now that the Armory update is kind of come and gone, we know that the stuff is still in the Armory and all that. I do want to talk about what we think the best investments could be, because now that I think that the Armory, it seems like the Armory prices are actually dropping a little bit, and that's definitely something we can take a look at on Steam as well. Yeah, graphic went down. No, I know. It looks like the Overpass collection's gone down as well, and it looks like maybe the stickers are staying flat a little bit. I don't know. We can take a look at some of these prices. We'll have to look at some of this stuff, but also if prices are dropping, that's still not a bad thing. Yeah, it sucks for redeeming the actual stars, but prices are going to move all over the place, especially now since you have to wait like the 7 days or whatever anyway. Prices are going to constantly be moving all over the place, but as prices drop, where the fuck is CS2? What? I'm trying to find Counter-Strike. As prices drop, it actually becomes better to buy them, obviously. So that's the only, maybe potentially good thing. But we can start by looking at some of these different ones. I want to look at the Sport and Field collection. We can look at where some of these prices have been going. Because obviously I do think there was some price movement upward. I do think there was some people who were buying a lot of this stuff before the Desert Eagle Heat Treat was going to be removed, because some people did think that some of those collections were potentially going to be removed. So I do think we saw prices go up a little bit. But now, since nothing changed in the Armory, and there's also less places to redeem your stars now, there's no Desert Eagle Heat Treated eating up 25 stars from people. Also, Chinese bot farmers, or bot farmers in general, doesn't have to be Chinese, but bot farmers from any country, they have one less place to put their stars as well. So some of those people might be funneling them into collections, some of them might be funneling into cases, whatever. It's going to drop prices in a lot of different ways. So I think that's why, I don't know for sure because I haven't looked at these graphs yet, but that's why, I would assume that we would be seeing some of these prices dropping. So I want to look at, can I change the wear? Yes, I want to look at, let's look at like minimal wear items, just because it'll probably have a little bit more sales data, and we can sort from the bottom. So if we look at like the FAMAS half sleeve in minimal wear, this is one that I think is actually a pretty decent investment. This is definitely one that I have been buying and am buying. This one definitely has been going down, obviously, and yes, that is, like I said, it's going to hurt the overall profitability of your stars redemption and stuff like that. But it is good. But yeah, this has seen a nice little drop off. So what day was the Desert Eagle Heat Treat and stuff removed? I believe it was January 14th. So we saw this little, run up from like the end of, the end of December. These things were like 25 cents. We saw this nice little run up to like 33 cents as we got closer and closer and closer to the removal. And then literally once that day passes, here's January 14th, we literally see this like immediate drop off, where these things have fallen from like 33 cents down to 26 cents, which, it's only like a 7-cent drop or whatever, but relative, that's actually a really, really, really big drop. Should I still grind the gallery cases? That's another thing where I'm sure gallery cases are going to be falling right now. Obviously, we can look at, we can pull that up here, look at some of the gallery cases. I think gallery case redemption has definitely gotten worse. Gallery case is down to $1.03, and obviously if you sell those, I don't know exactly what you get for $1.03. We can do $1.03 times 0.87. You're going to be getting like 89 cents, so it's, I know to get a gallery case is like 79 cents, so it's like 10 cents on 79 cents. So like 10 divided by 79, you're looking at like 12 to 13% profit. So it is, gallery cases are still guaranteed profit. They are still really, really, really nice. And as the profitability of some of these other things goes down, gallery case actually becomes better. It is actually interesting to see here as well that the Sport and Field collection has passed up the charms. I don't necessarily know why that would be. Maybe some of the stuff in the Sport and Field collection is dropping less. Those prices were already lower, so it's harder for them to drop at this point. I don't know. It's interesting that some gallery case skins have not really dipped. Yeah, we can take a look at that in a second. I also, during the stream, wanted to take a look at this list from X Mercy, because he actually put out my top 10 Armory items to invest. So I think that could be something to take a look at, and kind of, give our thoughts and opinions about if he's making good selections or good picks, or, if he's picking good things to invest in or whatever. And that can help us maybe form some of our list as well. And like I said, I do think it would be fun to maybe try and open something up today. I've been looking around, CS ROI at some different capsules and options and stuff like that. And I see that there is stuff like Atlanta 2017 Challengers, which is a little bit profitable right now at 105% boxing ROI. We have Columbus a little bit profitable right now at 102%. So maybe we could drop, a couple $100 and do a little opening on some of these older sticker capsules as well, because some of these capsules I do like a lot. And I think it actually would be fun to open. Columbus, I love. Atlanta, I love. I like Boston as well, but it doesn't seem like Boston is maybe as profitable. I know Boston has a weird stuff with like 100 Thieves and all that different stuff. So maybe some of these capsules could be cool to open. Obviously, I think Borderless is like really shit and really boring and really lame now. But there are actually some cool things here that maybe we could try and open up. I think it'd be fun for a video as well. Because, yeah, I don't know. Like some of these things, like, I was looking at this one. What's the one I was looking at? Atlanta or even Columbus. Yeah, Atlanta, you have like a 37% chance to profit per, which is not even that bad. Unboxing ROI is 105%. And actually, if we switch it to CS Float, where you can get obviously the stuff cheaper, and yeah, the stuff inside of it's going to be worth cheaper, but you literally have Atlanta, at where you're almost a 50% profit. You have Columbus where you're almost profiting 50% of the time. So I thought those were interesting. Maybe that's something we can do at some point. I think it'd be fun to do in the stream today as well. I do want to, be opening stuff on stream. Obviously, I think that's some of the better stream content. I think we found that out last time with our Armory Star unboxing as well. That went so good. I opened 410 worth of Elemental Craft stickers. Mine was 140%. I got $85 profit pre-Steam tax. Yeah, but obviously you're going to have to sell that stuff. You are going to have to pay that Steam tax. I mean, otherwise you're going to set in Steam balance. There's no really way around that. Paris says, hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good day as well. Thank you for hopping in. Do you think the Be the Monster is undervalued in the higher wares? I don't know. That's really, really hard to say. Bro, we can see your inv. What does that mean? No, I know. I've been buying. Are you talking about the fact that I have FAMAS half sleeves? Or what? My inventory is public. My inventory is always public. Yeah, I have a bunch of half sleeves. I've been buying these. I think they're a good investment. That's what I'm saying. I have 44 of these. I have more of these in a storage unit. I'm buying a lot of, what's it called? What are these? Industrial grade? Yeah, I'm buying a ton of, well, I hope to. Right at this point, I still haven't. I'm still kind of buying. I'm waiting to buy the dips, waiting to buy at different prices, stuff like that. But I am buying a lot of Armory industrial grade skins because I do think overall they will be better investments. I do think they are better investments than a lot of the higher tier stuff in the Armory, and that's why. By the way, hello, man. I follow you for a bunch of time. Cool vids. Thanks, man. I appreciate you. Oh, you said, can we see your end? Oh, I thought you said you see my end. My end's not that crazy right now. I just got this cash trade done for a bunch of Operation Phoenix weapon cases last night. I got about 400 Operation Phoenix weapon cases, so I'm really excited about that. I have a bunch of FAMAS half sleeves that I just picked up on a buy order. I have this Temu cow that I got in a cash trade, and then I have all this Armory stuff from the unboxing we did the other day. I have these diecast AKs because I wanted to do something where I tried to see if I put in a buy order, could I get some rare patterns and stuff. So I bought like 10 of these and I didn't get any rare patterns. They were kind of shit. I got these gloves, these knives. This is all cash traded stuff. A bunch of cash traded stuff. These patches, I got a bunch of patch packs. They're all cash traded. I've been getting a lot of deals done lately, so it's a bunch of stuff like that. I'm trying to sell all those patch packs and stuff right now. A couple different knives and guns and play skins and stuff. So I don't know, nothing too crazy right now. I'm going to have 410 stars soon again. Should I try and invest in gallery cases, or what do you suggest? It just depends what you want. It depends what you're going for. Do you want the small guaranteed profit? Do you want to try and hit big profit? Are you going to open up a ton of stars and a ton of passes and stuff like that? If you're going to open up a ton of stars and a ton of passes, you should go for the highest ROI stuff, because you're going to have enough volume to get as close to that actual profitability and those actual numbers as you can. If you're only going to open up a couple cases or a couple things or whatever, and you just want that small guaranteed profit, cases are good. It just depends what your goals are. It depends what you're going for. Me, I'm going to be opening up a ton of passes. I'm going to be opening up a ton of stars. I am going for the max profit. I'm going for the max value. I'm hoping to put in enough volume to actually get to those real ROI numbers and stuff like that. So to me, going for the highest profitability stuff makes the most sense. But I understand that maybe that doesn't make the most sense for everybody. Maybe, that doesn't fit in well. So, I've been going for a lot of Overpass and graphic design collection. If Elemental Craft stickers stay up, maybe I'll continue going for them, but it really does depend. Another thing we needed to look at, so I want to continue looking at some of these Sport and Field Collection skins. We do have the FAMAS half sleeve, which again has been going down. It's getting cheaper, and that's exciting for me because I'm going to be putting in buy orders. I'm going to be buying the dip on these for sure. I hope these continue to get cheaper and cheaper. I would love to buy more industrial skins for even cheaper. And some of the best industrials I do think right now seem to be the half sleeve. The Wildwood seems good as well from Sport and Field. If you're wanting to invest in Sport and Field industrials, I would stay away from the Polycam. And I think the Stencil is float cap, so I would stay away from that one as well. I'll have to check that. But you don't want to get the float capped trade up fodder. So if the Tiger Stencil is float cap, that's going to be one that we don't want. Where does it show if it's float capped? Oh, the Savannah Halftone. Okay, Savannah Halftone is the one that is float capped. So that is the one I'd be staying away from. But I think, Tiger Stencil, Wildwood, Half Sleeve, PP Bison, Cold Tail, I think those are ones that I would actually be buying as decent Armory investments. Can someone give me an AK skin? No, nobody's giving me an AK skin. Desert Eagle Heat Treated. We are going to check out the Desert Eagle Heat Treated. Long term, I mean, like 1 to 2 year investment, I say I'm going to do around 1,000 stars in total. Yeah, I mean, if you were just looking to invest, I wouldn't be doing stars to invest, because there's really no point in doing stars to invest because you can just buy the stuff for cheaper. Like if you want to invest in gallery cases, again, we can look at something like this where I am, investing in gallery cases and stuff, and I'm not spending my stars on gallery cases because that doesn't make sense. I can do this, and I can go to lowest price, and I can go to buy now, and I can pick up gallery cases for 72 cents on CS Float. So why would I spend $16 on an Armory pass, have to play the game a bunch, because not only the money, but the time costs something as well. And again, 2 stars cost 80 cents or 79 cents or whatever. So why would I spend 2 stars on gallery cases when I can buy gallery cases for less? I think for the gallery, the Armory passes and stars and stuff, you want to redeem them in the most profitable way as possible to try and make money to then buy investments and stuff like that. Yeah, $16 Steam balance versus $16 cash. No, I know, for sure. So, I think Armory stuff, if it's profitable, you should be redeeming it and trying to build up your balance using the Armory pass, because it's a profitable way that you can get a bunch of guaranteed balance. And then if you want to do investments, you should just go out and buy whatever. So, I'm farming Armory stars, and then I'm redeeming them for whatever the most profitable stuff is. And then when I'm buying stuff, I'm putting in buy orders for gallery cases. I'm putting in buy orders for, FAMAS half sleeves or Mag 7 Wildwoods and stuff like that. So I don't know if it makes sense to do long-term investments through the Armory passes themselves. Just take that money and buy the stuff that you want or believe in or whatever, because, with 1,000 stars worth of money, you can buy a bunch of stuff, if that makes sense. But yeah, you can use your Armory pass to build up your balance and stuff like that. How much should investment be? It's however much money you want to, or however much money you're able to invest, or however much money you can comfortably invest or afford to lose, or whatever. Everyone's financial situation is going to be different. Some people are going to start out with $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000. It depends what your job is, how much money you have, how much money you want to put in CS, all that stuff. Think about it. If you get a bunch of credits, like 300, 600, and you get a covert, that's like 300, 600 bucks. You get the money back and some more on top of all the other skins you pulled. Yeah, I know that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm going for. I'm going to be grinding stars until I, hit those coverts and redeem that, profitability or whatever. That's definitely my goal. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I did want to look at some of this other stuff. So again, we do have these AK-47 polycams been going down. I just want to check Armory price overall. Again, this is another Armory graph. You can see we get to about the 14th, things start going down. This thing went from 71 cents to 50 cents. Now again, I don't necessarily recommend the AK-47 polycam as an investment. It's an AK. It's what people are going to use a lot as a cheap play skin, and it doesn't really seem like those cheap play skins end up being as good as investments or long-term holds or anything like that. I want to take a look at some other stuff. We can pull up the Alpine Camo. We can pull up the Rainbow Spoon, the Axia, and then obviously for the Fade, we're going to need to look at that in factory new, not in minimal wear. I just have this on minimal wear right now because I actually want to get a little bit more data on some of this stuff where minimal wear is going to have more volume, more sales, all that stuff, be a little bit more reliable. And then we can look at the Fade. So what do we got here? Alpine Camo, again, another one. Does look like it's definitely been dropping. We get 366 down to 301. We have Rainbow Spoon going from like $71 down to $61. That's in minimal wear. We have the Glock 18 Axia. Looks pretty flat overall, really. Not a lot of sales or as much data on this one. I mean, on the 14th, it was like 71. Now it's like 67. So the Axia has not dropped as much. And then we have the M4 Fade as well, which also doesn't really seem like it's dropped as much. M4 Fade staying pretty flat at around this like $650 mark. And I guess this does make sense because, again, we have not seen the ROI of the Sport and Field collection drop as much as some of the other stuff. It does seem like the graphic design and Overpass collections have been dropping in ROI a lot faster than some of this other stuff. I pulled a well-worn 5.7 blue gem with a pattern ID 764. What do you think it is worth? I have no idea. I don't know anything about 5.7 blue gems. I mean, a well-worn blue gem seems pretty shit. Seems like probably the worst wear you could get it in. I don't really think 5.7 blue gems are that cool or that desirable. It's on a skin that nobody really cares that much about. I don't know. You'd have to look at prices and look at a website that shows you sales data or what listings are or something. I don't know. Anubis package is still here. What am I missing? Yeah, I don't know what that guy's talking about either. Did the Anubis package get removed? Like, I don't think so, right? It's still in there. Yeah, Anubis package is right. I'm looking in the game right now. Anubis package is still there. Whether you want to get gallery cases with stars or stickers, etc., depends on what your plan is. What doesn't make sense is getting the stickers, selling them on Steam, and then buying the cases. I guess. Yeah, because the cases are more expensive on Steam. I know, that's not what I said. I said on Float, where it's cheaper. Do you think there'll ever be any desirability for battle scarred and high floats on these skins, or no because of float cap? I don't necessarily know. That's stuff that I don't really know about. We'll have to wait and see how this all goes. I don't really have a strong opinion about that. I think field tested and minimal wear are the trade up fodder that you want to be focusing on and going for. I'm not going to be looking at battle scarred or, well worn or anything like that. Is it possible those could have some overpay or some desirability? Yeah, I'm sure. It wouldn't shock or surprise me, but that seems really, really, really speculative and not really something that I care to put too much time or thought or effort or anything like that into. Again, I think, focus on the things that make the most sense to focus on. Let's look at some more stuff. I do want to look at the other collections, the graphic design collection, to see how those prices have been doing as well. I'm just, curious to see if everything is kind of dropping at the same rates, if everything is kind of dropping the same, if there's anything that's, maybe holding up differently or dropping differently or whatever, or any ways that we can, figure some things out. Because again, if stuff is dropping right now, then I want to be buying. That's when I want to be investing in this stuff. That's when I want to be picking stuff up. So, again, I don't think that industrial grade skins from the graphic design collection are the best way to go, because I think the CMYK clearly is the least desirable of all of the coverts, and I think we're going to see the least trade ups being done in the graphic design collection. So I think it's where we will probably see the least price appreciation over time, even on the lowest tier stuff. So it's not where I'm going to be putting my money, but I could see it. People are going to be like, hey, the CMYK, it's going to have this high price since it's so low quantity. Maybe that'll give it some demand, and maybe that'll make people want to go for it or whatever. But it's not necessarily the way I'm going to be going. But we can still take a look at where these prices are at. We do have the Astrolab. This is a pretty crazy fall. This thing started falling off before even the 14th, going from 46 cents down to 34 cents. And again, the percentage price-wise that is dropping is very, very, very insane. That's definitely crazy. We have the FAMAS half-tone wash. Again, looks kind of the same there, from 47 cents down to 37 cents. And this sucks for me too, because again, I was unboxing a lot of this stuff on like the 16th or whatever. So, I think we did the unboxing on either the 15th or the 16th, so I'm eating a lot of this price losses as well on already what was an unprofitable unboxing of stars. So this does suck for me a little bit more, but it's okay. We do have the AK-47 Crossfade, which I do think is a very, very nice play skin actually. Really decent looking, very, very cheap AK, where This could be a skin that ends up doing okay from this set, because I could see this always having some genuine demand. Also, maybe the trade-ups for this collection are going to be okay, because you can do trade-ups from the industrial grades into the mil specs, and the crossfade I think is always going to have a decently high value. So maybe that'll give some of the industrial grades here some value, because at least they'll be trading up into potentially the crossfade. But crossfade's a pretty cool skin. Definitely one that I'm keeping my eyes on a little bit. It went from about $578 down to $5, so that is still a nice little drop off. So if you're looking to pick up some crossfades or anything like that, there it does seem like those prices have fallen a little bit. Polysoup is nice as well. Yes, I do agree with that. We can click on the Polysoup. We can look at the pinks, and then we can obviously look at the red here as well. Polysoup, also again a nice play skin, and also a nice pull you can get from the graphic design collection. It has fallen from about $18 down to like $15-ish right now. Lil Pig, this is, an Og pink. I could maybe see this, in a weird way, the Lil Pig, if the graphic design collection trade up fodder does end up being okay, or if anything ends up making money from this thing, in a weird way, the Og Lil Pig could end up being good, because again, I think this is what a lot of people are going to use as the trade ups if they are going for the CMYK. If the CMYK does remain very, very, very expensive, obviously that's going to drag up the prices of the pinks, and in a weird way, the Og Lil Pig, since it's not going to be that desirable as a play skin and people aren't going to be buying it, it's not going to have a ton of demand, it could end up being the best trade up fodder from this set, and that could in a weird way make it end up having an okay price. This was like $100, now it's down to like $76. That's a really, really, really big drop off. I mean, maybe it wasn't quite 100, maybe it was more like 90, but still down to 76 on the most recent sales. That is a big fall off for the Og Lil Pig. We have the Desert Eagle Starcade. Again, I think this is a really, really nice skin. This one's very pretty. The glitter effects on it are really cool. $150 a while ago, now it's down to $140. So this one I feel like hasn't dropped off as much in terms of like percent loss or anything. But again, as far as the actual investment, Og Lil Pig could end up being a better investment than the Starcade in the long run. But who knows? Who knows? And then we have the CMYK. Again, not much sales on this. This is going to be really hard to like make any meaningful conclusions. It was $692 back there. It's like $572 now, but also it was like $600. So maybe it hasn't fallen off that far. Yeah, I don't know. The coverts just have such low sales data. Smash the like button, like your vids. Thank you, brother. Kilowatt case is crazy, bro. Why do you think the kilowatt case is crazy? You love the CMYK? Well, that sucks, because if you do, what's weird is if you do actually like the CMYK, it's just so damn expensive. Like, it has no demand, but that also means it has no, supply, which means the prices are just really, really, really high. But hopefully those prices will stay, mid or fall off for you over a little while. If the covert is good and has high demand, the battle scarred consumer industrials will also rise in price. Check out St. Mark. All conditions are pretty much the same. Yeah, I know, but Battlescarred is going to have like the least liquidity, and it's going to have the least sales and everything, where Field Tested has the best combination of like potential gains, potential profit, and liquidity. Because at the end of the day, liquidity is something you have to care about and worry about as well, because you have to actually be able to sell the stuff, if you want to get it as well. Starcade Deagle is a very light skin, so I can see the skins below do well if the demand stays the same, because the graphic collection has the lowest redeeming rate out of all the Armory collect. Yeah, but that's good and bad. It has the lowest redemption rate because there's not as much demand, and if the covert does not have as much demand, that's going to make people do less trade-ups, which means the supply of those things overall is going to go down slower. So you don't want that. Like what we've seen in the past from the things I've looked at is like the collections with good coverts and good high tier skins, good pinks and reds. The trade up fodder in the lower tiers, that does the best. Like, that's obviously a very, very big thing. Kilowatt, yeah, what's crazy about the kilowatt case? I didn't understand. Speaking of weapon variety, did we even get any sawed off from the Armory? I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I missed an opportunity to buy a CMYK for $250, and I'll regret it to this day. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Yeah, back here, CMYK was all the way down to $300. I mean, we've seen this crazy run up. Pretty much anything you bought in October has done so good. I agree, but Op Prince is a fine op, even if it's not the Gunganir. I see CMYK as the Op Prince of the Armory. I don't know. I think the Prince is like a lot cooler than the CMYK though. Got my minimal wear CMYK in a drop, so I'm happy. Yeah, I'm hoping to I would love to get a CMYK drop. Also, it's a great white themed op, of which there are very few. Yeah, that's that's one way. Yeah, I mean, we do have people who like investing in different colors and color collections and stuff like that, but still, I don't know. I think a lot of the fundamentals are lacking there for it. Now, again, I also don't think there's a true like real awesome winner from the whole Armory, because all the sets have good and bad things going for them. Obviously, Sport and Field collection, the supply is absolutely insane. For the Overpass collection, it's good, but if Overpass does come out with souvenirs, that's going to take away some of the demand from the Overpass skins, because you're going to have souvenir alternatives, and then graphic, just there's not so much demand. So I don't know. There literally is good and bad about all three of the collections and all three of the possibilities in the Armory right now. I don't think there's one clear way to go. We do have, where's the Overpass at? The Overpass 2024 collection. There we go. All right, now we're going to look at these Overpass skins to see what's been going on here. Overpass is what I've been opening them up the most of right now. I do think it's interesting. Like I said, I do think that Overpass is kind of the nice middle ground between not as redeemed as Sport and Field, but still has a lot of demand, still has a good covert. The AK-47B, the Monster, has been growing on a lot of people. It's been getting a lot more popular. A lot of people definitely like it. Like I said, the one thing I'm worried about is that souvenirs are going to come out and how that's going to affect this thing overall. But still, Overpass might be the best in terms of being able to get those trade-up skins and being able to go for the Monster. And I don't know. Right now, to me, Overpass seems like the best way to redeem those stars. But yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to take a look at what's been going on here. We do have the Negev Wallbang. Definitely one of the good industrial trade-up skins that people will probably be buying. It's gone from 35 down to 27, so you have some nice buying the dip opportunities here, picking these things up for cheaper. You have the Pipsqueak and the Tilted. I actually think the Desert Eagle Tilted is really, really, really sick. Again, this is actually an industrial grade, and it's expensive, more expensive than some of the mil specs, more expensive than a lot of the mil specs. But again, Desert Eagle Tilted is not one of the industrial grades that I would be looking to invest in, because people aren't going to want a super expensive skin to do trade-ups for. That's just not how that works. This thing did go from 262 down to 220, but as far as a play skin, this is one of the best cheap play skins in the game right now. I think Desert Eagle Tilted looks really, really, really nice, and it's a Deagle skin, so I think it's actually really cool. It's a great play skin. That's something the Armory is really, really good for. The Armory has a bunch of really nice, really cheap play skins right now, but that doesn't always make them great investments. Just because it's a good play skin that people are going to buy and people are going to be using and stuff, that doesn't actually mean the price is going to be going up, and you'd actually be better off buying skins like the Negev Wallbang that people are actually never going to use or play with in game or anything like that. We have the Mac 10 Pipsqueak. This is really crazy. This thing looks like it's had an insane fall off from 240 to 207, but that graph just looks crazy. What else do we got going on here? We have the Monster Melt. This is the one that I actually pulled. This is my best pull from the Armory so far. I mean, maybe the Diamond Dog. Diamond Dog was probably my best pull so far, but whatever. And then we have the pinks and the reds. So let's take a look at the Monster Melt. Let's see how much money I've been losing. This thing was like $16.70. It's down to $14. Very, very, very big fall off. Dragon Snore. I think the Dragon Snore and the Krakow, probably the Dragon Snore. What's cheaper between these? This is $88. This is $175. So yeah, Dragon Snore actually has a chance to be maybe one of the best investments from the entire Armory, really, in my opinion. I would put this thing very, very, very high up. Obviously, this thing is going to be being traded up into the AK-47B, the Monster, so it's got an interesting opportunity there. Let me get a drink real quick. It's nuts that they reprinted Vice, but not Pandora's. No way Pandora's came back. What charm is your favorite at the moment? Which one do you see being the most valuable in the future? I really like the charms that are like, I like the diecast AK, the semi-precious, stuff like that. I can see myself from your head. I feel like graphic equals havoc. You think industrials will fall in price? I mean, we're already seeing the industrials fall in price. The industrials are literally falling in price right now. Yeah. M4 Fade and AK Monster are not the Gunganir and Wild Lotus. Yeah, for sure. I mean, the M4 Fade is close. Yeah, the M4 Fade is Bro should be focusing on the insane crypto events right now. Yeah, no, I know. I missed out on. Sounds like I missed out on some generational wealth last night with the Trump shit. I'm not like a huge crypto person. I mean, I have crypto obviously, but I'm not like super big into like the altcoins and the whole altcoin community and blah 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 blah. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, maybe there was some chance for generational wealth last night, but you're reading our chats out of order. I'm just reading whatever I see that looks interesting. But yeah, industrials are already falling in price right now. I love the 49K chicken charms. Some of the chicken charms are okay. Damn, what happened last night? Trump announced some crypto and like people put like $5,000 into it and turned it into like $1 million or something overnight. But also that stuff's gonna be insanely volatile. You haven't won or made any money till you sold or anything like that. So who knows? I'm sure there's gonna be some people. Obviously, if somebody's making millions, there's gonna be people losing millions. You know, it's got to go both ways. So who knows? People are still making insane money and Trump's still pumping it. Yeah, I know. But also the pump's obviously going to wear out at some point, especially with all the selling that's going to be going on. People are going to be taking profits. There's people, you know, the people on the inside have as much money or whatever. Guy put in $1 million and got 127 mil out. Crazy volatile. Yeah, I know. Like I said, there's definitely money to be made in that stuff. It's just not something I'm super interested in, especially with just how scammy and shady and gross a lot of that stuff can be. But hey, I mean, if you got the inside sauce and you want to risk some volatile money, whatever, hey, it's definitely a way you can spend some money up. Is it always going to go that way? Is it always going to go in your favor? And you got to be really quick with the timing and, you know, really lucky. Like, yeah, but yeah, I'm sure there's some money to be made. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a crypto bro, unfortunately. Bro, rug pulling before inauguration. I know that is really, really crazy. Like, that's the president, about to be the president, who's like, yeah, literally putting out like a pump and dump crypto a couple days before he steps in. It's unprecedented, to be sure. What's the best short-term investment? No idea. Nobody knows what the best short-term investment is. There's no way to know what's going to happen in the short term. When we're talking investments, we're talking long-term. We're talking years, you know, at least months. But also, we don't even know when the Armory is going to be removed, so you really can't say anything in like the short term or medium term. What do I do to embrace it? You gotta be chatted, bro. You just gotta embrace it. What are you gonna do? You can't not embrace it. You don't have a choice. To the people that want gloves, I'll just say buy gloves IRL off Etsy for just $80 plus tax. Bro's gonna start a fucking Etsy business. Low pattern diamond dogs are gonna explode. I think they're not available anymore. Why would they not be available anymore? Thoughts on the cheap elemental papers? Do you think they'll perform similarly to Riptide stickers? Maybe not perform similarly to Riptide stickers, just because the game and investing and everything has changed so much. There's gonna be so much more people investing and stuff like that than there used to be. But I do still think cheap Riptide stickers will do well. When they're not available anymore. Okay, I thought you were saying they're not available anymore now. The Armory is gamble, but if they remove it sooner than we think, it will boom in price. Yeah, of course, which is why I don't think you can go wrong, you know, getting a bunch of Armory stuff now while you can. And the longer Armory stays, the more the prices drop, the more you can scoop up at even lower prices. So, yeah, I don't know. I do think overall Dragon Snore could end up being one of the best investments from this whole thing. Like I said, it trades up in AK-47 Be the Monster. It's way cheaper than the Krakow. And yeah, the Be the Monster is a very, very popular skin that people have been liking a lot more. But yes, Be the Monster is also dropping off in price and stuff. Hello Germ, how are you? Greetings from the Netherlands. What's up, buddy? I'm doing good. I'm definitely doing good. We are chilling. But yeah, that's what has been going on with some of this stuff overall. I don't know, have charms and stuff like that been dropping in prices too? That is one thing I wanted to look at. Yeah, Dragon Sword does look clean. Obviously, it's a Zeus skin though, and like, how often are you even going to see or use a Zeus skin in game? I don't know. Is it, you know, promoting people trolling? I don't know. Whatever. What's been going on with the gallery case price? Gallery case price has been dropping as well. Yeah, this was insane, dude. Like, literally, when this got up here, when the gallery cases got up to like $1.20, if you had any money in gallery cases, like being able to sell them at these prices was so insanely profitable. It was really crazy. Now, again, that was, I think, people speculating that the gallery case was going to be removed from the Armory, which didn't really make a lot of sense to me. So if you did have gallery cases at that time, like, yeah, you probably should have been selling them. But yeah, now we have seen that stuff come down. Now we're back down to like $1. We are still higher than, you know, the 95 cents and stuff we're at before, but we have seen a big drop off, and that does hurt the profitability, which in some ways, it does hurt the profitability of just actually redeeming for cases, which does make people redeeming the other stuff more often, and that's going to make the prices go down of a lot of gallery stuff, which is going to hurt the profitability of the gallery overall. Zeus is fine in casual, I guess. That's funny. I don't play casual, though. Oh, yeah. So I wanted to look at charms and stuff. Collection. Do they have the charms and stuff in here? Do they have small arm charms and stuff? How do you, is there a way to look at charms? Oh, okay. Here's the charms collections. Okay, so let's look at some of these charms and see what their prices have been doing. We can look at, like, I guess the cheapest charm, see if on the cheaper end has stuff been doing anything. They're like 32 cents down to like 30, so a little bit of a drop off, nothing crazy. A little crass. That's also another interesting thing. Little Crass looks like a little bit bigger of a drop off, 74 cents down to 60. It's another interesting thing about CSROI because, again, we did kind of realize and figure out and find out that CSROI is obviously not calculating in the Desert Eagle Blue Gem prices into the Desert Eagle. So I would assume, and I'm pretty sure that also means it's not factoring in, the different pulls you can get in the charms as well. You can get charms that are worth overpay and stuff like that, which probably does increase the profitability of these small arms charms a little bit more. I don't think there's as many missing link charms that are like worth overpay in different colors and stuff like that, but I do know obviously the semi-precious in different colors and the die-cast AKs in different colors can get some overpay. So that is something that probably needs to be factored into this a little bit as well. I don't know exactly how much that would increase the ROI. I would assume that probably means the small arm charms are more profitable than like Sport and Field or more profitable than Character, but I wouldn't assume it makes it all the way up to more profitable than like Elemental Craft or anything like that. Can you tell me how I can turn $1 into $1 million? Well, that's the journey we're on. That's what we're all going for, right? I don't know. We all started with something small that we're trying to build up. Hopefully, turning $1 into $1 million is going to be, I don't know. What do you want to buy? 10 Paris capsules, and then when they go to the moon, you'll be rich. I don't know. We got somebody in the chat saying you should buy the Trump, put $1 into the Trump coin or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, we're trying to build inventories here. We're trying to build up balances. We're trying to do all that stuff. So that's definitely the plan. We'll see what we can do. So far, again, my biggest investment in CS2 so far has still been Paris. So we're closer to the $1 million to $1 than the $1 to $1 million. But we're learning every day. We're growing. When gallery case will be removed? Guesses. I think the gallery case will be removed. I've been saying more than 6 months, but less than a year. So I do think that the gallery case, my prediction, if I had to guess, would it be that the gallery case would be removed sometime like March, April, May, somewhere in there. But who knows? It seems like, so from the Kilowatt case to the gallery case, it took about 8 months to get a new one. So, but also previously operations have been out for like 5 or 6 months. So do you want to compare this to previous operations? Do you want to compare this to previous case drops? Do you want to compare this to how long cases are in active duty? I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can go, but how long do you want it to take? 10 minutes. That's funny. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to check out Hawk Tua coin or Trump coin or whatever. Maybe if you watch the inauguration, you gotta tell them to pump it up at the inauguration or something like that. Might be the best way to go for that. Who knows? I want to check out some of the more expensive charms too to see if they've been dropping. This is also I like what you guys are talking about, because this is something that I do want to do for a video. I want to do, okay, so I've been trying to think of more ways to like YouTubeify my channel and YouTubeify my content and everything. And some of like the YouTube gurus or stuff and everything that I see. And obviously, you have like the Mr. Beast and everything. You want to like package your videos with a story or some progression and stuff like that. And one of the big things Mr. Beast has been doing recently is like, a $1 vacation versus $1 million vacation, or a $1 flight versus a $10 million flight or whatever. And I do have people ask me all the time about like, hey, I have $1, I have $10, I have $100. What should I invest in? So one of my ideas was to make a video for like $1 CS2 investments versus like $10,000 CS2 investments or stuff like that. And then kind of go through a progression of like, hey, if I had $1, here's what I would be doing right now. If I had $10, here's what I'd be doing right now. If I had $100, here's what I'd be doing right now. I think that could be a cool stream. I also think that could end up being a good YouTube video as well. And it could also show people what, at least, hey, I'm just one person. I'm just my ideas. It's not like the gospel or the Bible or anything like that, but it could be a cool way to be like, hey, when somebody asks me if I have $10 or $100 or whatever, that's what you could do. And I think that has a nice YouTube title, a nice YouTube thumbnail, but also a good video, some good content as well that I hope would do well. But anytime I seem to have YouTube is so weird. So many times I've had video ideas that I think are $1 versus $1 million. Why not? Yeah, I know you need the title and the thumbnail to be insane. So yeah, you'd have to go up to like $1 million or at least 100,000 or whatever. But YouTube is so weird. So many times I've had, I post a lot. Obviously in 2024, I was doing like daily uploads. Even now I'm still doing daily uploads. I've uploaded every single day of 2025, but I'm not being as strict about it anymore. I don't really care about making sure I get something out every day. If I'm busy, if I don't feel good, if I have other stuff going on, like I'm not going to upload every day, but I do like uploading as a lot because I have a lot of stuff to talk about and there's a lot of stuff going on and I want to post a lot of content. It's fun. But in the last year, so many times when I've been like, oh, this is a banger idea. This is super good. This is super sick. I drop the video and it flops. It's like one of my worst videos. It underperforms. And then so often I'm like, oh man, I need to get out a video today. I have this one like kind of shitty, kind of mid idea. I don't really know a title, thumbnail for it, whatever. And I'm like, whatever. I'm going to make myself make the video because I like to get in the habit of just creating. And then those videos pop off. I mean, sometimes the shitty video ideas and the ideas that I think are going to do bad end up being my best performing videos and videos that people love. And the videos that I've been thinking about for a week and coming up with a title and thumbnail and idea and all this stuff, those are the videos that do the worst. So many times, even when I start to think I know a little bit about what's going on with YouTube or what the best ideas are or whatever, like then I realize that, hey, I actually know nothing and YouTube is actually super, super complicated and super insane and you never know, what's going to work out. That is a popular structure in the wristwatch community on YouTube. Yeah, that makes sense. I admire your ability to just say things. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, dude, that's that's been the biggest thing. Even from like my League of Legends content. So that's one thing. First thing is I've been making YouTube content for like 5 years. I started in 2020 making League of Legends stuff. I have a League of Legends channel that grew to like almost 11,000 subscribers. I was making $10,000 a year in AdSense on my League of Legends channel. I still do some stuff on the League of Legends side, but I don't know. I just got kind of bored of League or whatever. But yeah, so often people would be like, oh, you don't script your videos? Like you don't, like whatever. It's like, no, I sit down and I talk and I pull up tabs and I use the tabs and I use different tweets and I use different articles and stuff to like make me remember things I've been thinking about. And I use them to like, kind of help me figure out what I want to talk about next and where to point my train of thought and stuff like that. But no, yeah, I just like sitting down and talking. I have ideas and when I'm in the content mode, I've been thinking about things or I've been thinking about different ideas and everything. So it's good and bad because obviously, the Yap style videos are for some people and they're not for some other people. Other people want the freaking, Mr. Beast 15 cuts in 20 seconds and bang, 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 bang. But I know also some people just like having something to throw on in the background or something to listen to passively or whatever. So obviously I think my content's more on that side. But yeah, it's fun for me to just get my thoughts and ideas out. And obviously we've seen growth on the channel. I mean, the channel has been doing really, really, really insane lately. And, it seems like each month and so far year over year, we've been getting more and more views. So I know my channel isn't perfect and the style of videos and, the style of content isn't perfect and, the production quality is not the highest and stuff like that, but we found a little bit of something that works. So, hopefully, we can figure that out. But yeah, I do appreciate when people say that and I do think it's funny and stuff, but yeah, we sit down, we press record and, we hope it comes out okay. And most videos are done in one take and sometimes that's bad and it comes out really shitty, but sometimes it ends up coming out really good. And I don't know. I just hope that people, appreciate like the authenticity and all that that comes from it because, you're just getting what I really think, because there's no you know, coming up with the perfect words or the perfect you know, way to manipulate things or whatever. It's just, this is what I think, and that's going to resonate with some people. If you had $200 in cases, how would you trade them for a knife? Sell on Steam Market, buy from Steam Market, send trade offers to other players, use some trading websites, whatever. I mean, it depends what knife you want, I guess. I don't know. I mean, obviously on Steam, you're going to eat a lot of Steam fees. I mean, no matter what, you're going to be eating fees, you know, selling cases and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. You could sell them to a cash trader. You could sell them to the Steam market. You can sell them on CS Flow. I don't know. Diversify your money into CS skins, stocks, gold, or crypto. Don't put all the apples in one basket. Yeah, no, I have my money spread out really, really well right now. Can't always be Hollywood level production. Yeah, we can't all have the tech savvy production. I mean, that's one thing that I think has been really cool with your stuff. Like I do, and even like Master Shiny too. I do, you know, envy your guys' like production and editing and all that stuff sometimes. And just when I've thought about that stuff, it's like, yeah, I don't even know how to begin trying to edit some of my videos or figure out stuff like that or whatever. Am I close to $1 million? No, that's definitely a goal that I have. You know, over the next couple of years, I would love to, you know, grow my stuff to $1 million, but no, not right now. I mean, I have money. I am really like financially responsible. I make decent amounts of money. I save really well. I invest a lot. I live pretty cheap. So I have money. I'm doing fine, but we're not at $1 million, but that's definitely a goal of mine. It'd be very cool. But yeah, no, your production quality is crazy. And that's one thing. But when I first started watching Tech Savvy's channel, one of the things I thought was crazy, I was like, damn, this guy really has a combo of frequent uploads, but still with pretty crazy quality. Because so often you see high quantity or high quality. You don't usually see both. And, you know, he was really, for a while, I know Tech Savvy slowed down a little bit, but there for a while last year, he was doing like very often, very crazy quality uploads, which, you know, I can only imagine. I can only imagine the you know, effort and everything that takes. You don't envy the amount of money it costs. Right, I don't envy the amount of money it costs. That's why I've never done that stuff. But I've also talked to very, very smart people that are like, oh, you should be doing more of that stuff. You know, like when I was making my League of Legends videos, I was making, like I said, $10,000 a year on my League channel. And that was before sponsorships, before some of that other stuff. I didn't do insane in sponsorships, but it's just AdSense. I was making $10,000 per year. And all I was doing was I was just investing it. I was literally putting it into like stocks and crypto and stuff like that. And I was working with some other companies and stuff at the time, like making content for them or helping them with their content. And I had some of their business people being like, hey, you're making $10,000 on this channel. You should be putting that money back into the channel and figuring out ways to scale. Maybe it's hiring editors. Maybe that's, you know, paying for new thumbnails. Maybe that's paying for this or that or whatever. And I was just like, I don't know how to do that. I don't know, you know, I don't even know what that means. And it would also change up my content so much. And that's just not even what my channel is. And I also hate spending money. You know, part of my stuff and part of my, you know, investing and financial and blah, 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 blah is like, you know, saving money and investing and doing all this stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. I definitely don't envy the amount of money it costs, but obviously you found something that works for you and it must be going well. But yeah, that's one crazy thing for me is that, I don't know if you should. It's really not a should do. Your videos are a much chiller vibe. Yeah, I know, and that's why I've never done it. But I've always in the back of my mind, it's like, damn, if I did do some of that stuff, like, could that take my channel to the next level? Is that like the missing piece for me? Is that what I need to do? I don't know. And obviously, I've never done it. I've never really thought that that's the case, but it does kind of creep up in the back of my mind sometimes. So that's kind of interesting. That's at least one thing that I've talked about a lot. But also, obviously, it's allowed me to save up a lot more money. And that's one crazy thing. Like I said, I was making all that money making League of Legends videos, literally just sitting here in front of my camera with literally zero cost at all. Now, you know, I did fly out to events and do some different stuff and bought a new camera, bought a new mic, you know, whatever. But, yeah, being able to make that with literally zero cost. I do my own thumbnails, do my own videos, do my own editing. That's something too. And that's obviously what I hope to do with the CS channel as well. I did want to take a look at a couple more of these charms. Hot Wurst. I was wondering how much Hot Wurst costs. Hot Wurst is only $22. That's crazy because I'm pretty sure Hot Wurst is the same. All of my streams are posted as VODs on the YouTube channel. So yeah, And also, you can rewind. You can rewind on this right now. I'm sure you don't want to rewind since you want to hear the stuff that's live and everything as well. But all of my streams do just sit on the channel as VODs. And I don't know if that's good or bad or if that's hurting my YouTube channel or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, you can always go back and watch this stuff. Diamond Dog from $20 down to $15. That's a big drop off. I do have a Diamond Dog. Pulled down a stream the other day. Hot Worst. So yeah, Hot Worst is an extraordinary charm. Hot Howl is also extraordinary, right? Yeah, this is crazy. So when you go to open up the missing link charms, even if you get the highest rarity, you could get the Hot Worst, which is $22, or the Hot Howl, which is $52. Like, it's such a big difference. Can I invest in your YouTube channel? It's not for sale, and it would not be a good investment at this point. I promise you. Semi-precious baby carrot T. I want to look at diecast AK. There's a lot of potential here. No, I do think there's a lot of potential here. I think the future is bright. I think I'm going to be able to do some really cool stuff with this YouTube channel. I just think it's going to take a while. I think it's going to take time to build it up. I think we're going to get there, hopefully, if I keep having fun with it. I don't know. That's the thing, too. You know, League of Legends, I got burnt out, and it wasn't fun and interesting to me anymore, so I stopped. This stuff, I hope it stays interesting and fun and whatever. You'll buy 10,000 germ coins. Hey, maybe that's what we'll have to do. Well, this is how we go from $1 to $1 million. We create the germ crypto. We hand it out. All the channel members get, dispersions, and then we pump it up in the videos, and then we go to the moon. It would be crazy if we can trade up charms. Yeah, I know. I've talked about that before. I've also said it would be crazy if we could trade up stickers and stuff like that as well. Like with all the Paris trash ass stickers and stuff, and you have so many Paris paper stickers that you can't do anything with. Like, imagine if you could actually do something with them. Imagine if we could trade those up. That'd be cool. Now, yeah, it would create even more glitters and more hollows and stuff like that, and it would make golds not as rare or whatever. But CS is forever. You're never allowed to leave. You changed my mind over time from getting top tier factory new skins to low tier minimal wear skins. Data speaks truth. Yeah, that's cool. And that's what I want to prove with the channel as well. Not only do I want to look at charts and look at historical stuff and show what's the best, I want to do it myself, and I want to make money and then show you guys, like, hey, here's how I made $1,000 or $10,000, whatever. And I think those will be very, very good videos as well. Say I put a bunch of money, like, that's not what happened with Paris. Paris, I would have loved to make a bunch of money and then be like, hey, here's how I made money off Paris. That didn't happen. Now we have an opportunity to be like, hey, here's how I made X amount of money with the Armory, and make a YouTube video out of that. And I think those will be some of my videos that hopefully will like blow up or go a little bit more viral in the scene and stuff like that. But first I have to put up those results. I've made small amounts of money here and there. I've made money with cases. I've made money with patches, but I haven't really put in like a big amount of money in something and had a big investment really pay off. And maybe Armory will be that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Unbox 2 Lil Pig minimal wears, totally paid for my pass. That's awesome. Make a channel about skins, man. I've thought about that. I have thought about that. I think it would be really fun to make a channel more dedicated to skins, but then I'm also like, oh, could I just put more skins dedicated content on this channel? I don't know. What would be the best way to go? I don't know. I'm not sure, but it would be fun. Because I do want to talk about skins and learn about skins and stuff more. I also think making loadout videos and stuff like that is fun. Making crafting videos, stuff like that is fun. But yeah, it doesn't necessarily go on this channel. I don't know. What do you think about buying Stockholm capsules now for long term? I mean, it's not something that I would do. I own Stockholm capsules. I've lost a lot of money on Stockholm already. I really love Stockholm. I think Stockholm Contenders is one of the best sticker capsules in the entire game. It has so many amazing stickers, but there's so much borderless out there, and all the other borderless does compete with Stockholm, and we don't know if Valve's going to keep putting out more borderless, so you can buy the dip on Stockholm right now if you really wanted to. I think it's very, very high risk, and maybe high reward, maybe like medium reward. I don't know. But one of my favorite sayings in investing is that it's better to be late than wrong. So if we do see borderless stuff start turning around, like Antwerp, like Stockholm, stuff like that, you'll have time to buy into it. Wait for Valve to at least put out one set of bordered stickers. Wait for Valve to show that they're done putting out borderless stuff. You don't need to be the first one to invest in the absolute bottom of Stockholm, because while you're trying to find the absolute bottom of Stockholm, it's going to keep going lower and lower and lower in the meantime. And yeah, there's just better places to put your money. Armory stuff's insanely profitable right now. Cases have been exploding in prices. There's so many good places to put your money. Like, I don't know. What is old gets okay? No, since it's very recently added, I'd avoid personally. Is Kilowatt Case good for investment? No, I think Kilowatt Case is like a terrible investment. If I create an app that showed the application numbers for a sticker via graph compared to Excel sheet that is updated every week, do you think people would be interested in that? Yeah, I think people would be interested in that. I know, like somebody like Master Shiny shows like application numbers and application rates and stuff all the time. And I think, application numbers and data are something that's really important for major stickers, but it's also something that are really important for stuff like Armory right now. Being able to see application rates of Armory stickers and stuff. It'd be cool. I mean, can I guarantee that people would use it and you'd blow up and be famous and yada, yada, yada? No, I can't. But I know that obviously for people to use your stuff, you have to create it first. So I don't know. Sounds like a cool thing. Snakebite case graph is looking good. I think we'll go more recoil gets removed because they have the same golds. Yeah, definitely. And recoil is going to, I mean, that's not really even something that I'd considered. But yeah, that definitely is good for snakebite. And yeah, I do think snakebite will keep going up. Like I said, I have some money in snakebites. I don't know. I think I bought like 1,000 snakebite cases, something like that. I haven't looked at the price recently, but right now I've been buying gallery cases the most. I'm kind of happy with where I'm at in terms of my snakebite cases. And my snakebite cases, lowest snakebite case on Float is 26 cents right now. I'm pretty sure I bought my snakebite cases for 18 cents, 17, 18, 19, somewhere in there was most of my buy orders for snakebite. So I'm up a nice little percentage on my snakebites right now. Do I wish I had more? Yeah, but they're so cheap and you just have to buy so many of them. So I don't know. I have an okay amount of money into snakebites. We can pull up Counter-Strike, I guess. That's another thing is I don't even know where... Tex Heavy, Gold Nova 1, flexing. I haven't changed the names of any of my containers or anything like that, so I don't even know where all my stuff is at this point. I know there might be some snakebites in like investments, maybe. Yeah, here's some snakebite cases. So I do have a bunch of snakebite cases, some Broken Fang cases, stuff like that as well. Some patches, some Bayonet Frog agents, some Prisma 2 cases. I have a bunch of bordered stickers. I have some borderless stickers. I mean, this is sad. I invested in Movistar Riders when their team disbanded. I invested in some Vinny Golds that somebody sold to me. Some more snakebite cases, some more Prisma 2s. I have some patch packs. I don't know. I got a little bit of everything here. I didn't know I had these revolver cases. I actually really, really like revolver cases, so I'm happy that I have those. And then, of course, we have, we got the Dick Stacy stickers as well that I'm holding in here for the long term. I dropped AKB the monster. Will not sell it if it looks great in game. That's awesome. What's the best case I can buy? Just a ton right now. For sure, it will appreciate. There's nothing that will for sure appreciate. Do I have more cases? Yeah, I have a lot of cases. Not a lot of cases. I want more. I want more cases. However many cases I have, I want more. But I have this of Prisma 2 cases. This is called revolver cases, but it doesn't have revolver cases inside of it. I don't know what it has in it. Prisma 2, Danger Zone. Prisma 1. Okay, so I should change this to just like cases because this was revolver cases at some point, but then I sold a bunch of my revolver cases. This was called this was called revolver cases because I had bought 1,000 revolver cases from somebody, but then it was just a cash trade, so I just had to put them somewhere and then I sold them. I don't know what's in a lot of these, honestly. This says Prisma 2. This might have Prisma 2s in it. I don't know. No, this is snakebite. So again, this one's called Prisma 2, but it has a bunch of snakebites and a bunch of Prisma 2s in it. Correct name for the storage units are so important. No, I know. I know. But and at one point I did have correct names. I mean, like these contenders, Paris Legends, contenders, whatever. These were all Paris. I mean, really, at the beginning, the only reason I had storage units was for Paris. I had so much Paris. All these storage units were filled with Paris, and then I just started changing things and moving stuff around, and then, just never changed the names or whatever. I'm going to figure it out someday. That's definitely a goal for 2025. I need to be more organized and figure all this stuff out a lot better. I also have so much stuff in these storage units, like cash trading stuff, cash stuff, whatever. That's literally cash overflow. That's cash traded stuff that needs to be sold, that I also needed room in my inventory to buy more cash trading stuff, and then I just never sold it. So that stuff I will have to clear out. So I don't know. I have a bunch of like dead money sitting in items that need to be sold and need to be converted and stuff like that, but I just haven't done it yet. I'm still holding Paris when I cooked. I'm still holding some Paris too. I do want to make a video about this coming up soon as well. I have I have tons of pairs. I have way too much pairs. I do want to make a video soon about how I've actually started selling some pairs. I did tweet about this. I started selling some pairs to really get money to buy more Armory stuff. I'm converting a lot of my Paris money into I'm converting a lot of my money into Armory industrials. I'm converting a lot of my Paris into that. And yeah, am I selling really, really low on Paris? Yeah, I am. And could Paris, start to rebound from here? Or Border the Sticker start to rebound from here? Yeah. But I just think there's better places to put my money right now. And I think from one loss to another loss, yeah, it's possible. That's fine. If I sell my Paris, I'm going to be down like 6K. Yeah, I've lost a ton on Paris for sure. I'm down huge as well. I put a lot of money into Paris. But every day you don't sell something, yeah, people are scared to sell low or whatever. But every day you don't sell something, you're also, choosing to invest in it in a way as well. And yeah, by selling, you are eating some fees, and that does suck even more. But, obviously I would have been a lot better if I, held trust in 2 years. No, in 2 years, even if Paris does go up or become profitable or whatever in 2 years, there's still better places I could have my money in the meantime. I think that's my opinion. Now, again, I still have some Paris. I have tons of Paris. I have thousands of Paris castles. It's whatever. But borderless stickers are so cooked at this point, especially as they continue to put out more. It's okay. And part of investing is, moving your money around, cutting your losses short, stuff like that. And obviously that's not something I did a good job of at all in this instance. And I had been waiting because I didn't really see any other, really cool or interesting opportunities. But now if I do see what I believe to be a good opportunity with Armory Industrials, that, this is kind of the first time it's made sense for me to sell some of my Paris. Now, hey, should my Paris have been in cases this whole time? Yeah, it definitely should have. But also, like I said, Paris was my first big CS investment where I still was learning and I was new and I didn't have this all figured out. So, it is what it is. Right. Opportunity cost is a huge thing. Every day that you don't sell something, you are choosing to invest in it. And every day that you're choosing to keep your money in something else, you're not having your money in all the other things that could be better than it. Yeah, people are scared. When I sell my Paris and I make a video about it, people are going to meme on me. People are going to make fun of me for selling the bottom, buy high, sell low, whatever. But guess what? A year from now, if I make a ton of money off the Armory stuff, I'm going to be able to say I told you so. And if I don't, then they're right. Whatever, that's fine. But also, it's possible that I lose money on the Armory stuff and then Paris still is like worth 10 cents or whatever. Like, it's fine. I don't think they'll do any more borderless stickers because people really hated Shanghai. I know people really hated Shanghai, but people really hated Copenhagen as well. And even if they do bordered stickers at some point, will Paris see a little bit of a pump and a little bit of a rebound? Yeah, it could. But that doesn't mean that Armory stuff and case and whatever aren't still going to outperform it. And what is Paris going to do, And how much lower is Paris going to go in the meantime? The Shanghai sale literally just started. Paris could go lower than it is, even right now. Bro, personally, I think Hot Howl and Rocks Hollow are crazy good investments, and I'm waiting for the next special item in the Armory. So invest in Snakebite. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I think Snakebite's okay. I think Snakebite's good. I have money in Snakebite. I'm not buying Snakebite right now, but I like Snakebite cases. I think 3 years from now, Snakebites are going to be more than 26 cents. I do believe that. The next thing I wanted to take a look at was this. Apparently I'm getting some DMs. Let me check my DMs real quick. I've been getting so many messages about like terrible trading prices and stuff lately. I'm getting so many messages about like, oh, hey, you want to buy this for fucking 110% Steam price and shit like that. I don't know. The trade offer and stuff I've been getting lately have been so terrible. Some of the worst. So far in 2025, it's been like the worst time for cash trading where people are asking just ridiculous prices for so much stupid stuff. Yeah, no, you're good. He says, in response to not knowing how to hire editors and stuff like that, I felt the same way. It was very overwhelming. But you just make a YouTube announcement and people will come. Yeah, and it's not even... Yeah, I do have some anxiety and whatever about that. Like, I don't want to waste their time, but I also... I do want to keep, a fast-paced YouTube uploading schedule, and I just don't know how that would always fit in. I have a crazy life, crazy schedule where sometimes I need to make videos quick, sometimes I need to get stuff out on different timelines and stuff, and I don't know. There's been so much, stress and mental borders and hurdles that have come with me trying to do something like that. And I also just don't even know if it would be worth the investment. It's like, hey, if I do, hire an editor or do that stuff, like, am I going to see an ROI return on that? That's something I'm very mindful of, and I'm sure I would, because hey, everyone has a editor for a reason, and it must work and it must do good. But I don't know. Trust me, it's something for years I've been going back and forth on. Like I said, for years, the question has been, would an editor make my video? Like right now, my average video is like 2,000 views. Right now, would an editor take my average video from 2,000 views to 5,000 to 10,000? I don't know. Or do I just need to keep doing my thing and growing the way I am? I don't know. Would an editor keep my video views pretty much the same and I'm just spending whatever 10 times the money? I don't know. I'm scared. I'm nervous and worried about something like that. I think it's like in the sneaker market, everyone's a trader reseller and is caught up now. Kinda. Everyone is definitely trying to be a cash trader now, for sure. I think obviously the advantage I have is the YouTube and social media aspect, where my Twitter and YouTube and everything's a little bit bigger and I have a way to funnel people in. But yeah, also I think as Valve continues to crack down on the gambling suppliers and the gambling traders and stuff, I do think cash trading will get easier and better. I do hope over the course of 2024 as more of the gambling suppliers get, banned and taken out and stuff. But I also think that it just comes and goes. I'll have weeks where I get terrible trade offers and I have to turn everything down. I don't buy anything for a week. And then the next week I'll spend $10,000 because the best deals ever just kind of come to me. So it comes and goes. It fluctuates. I'm doing stuff at such small volumes that it's insanely volatile. If you are doing insane volumes, you're going to get a bunch of good deals all the time. But when you're, only getting a couple trades done a week, it'll be random when you have like the crazy insane weeks and the bad weeks and everything. Who knows? What gets views is the idea of the video and the content, not the editor. Good edits help, but it's not make or break. Yeah, I know. And that's why, I tend to agree with that, but also at the same time, like, YouTube is so crazy and so fickle. Like, one small change can blow up videos or blow up whatever. And, it only takes a couple really, really banger videos to, change the trajectory of everything. Like, when I was first doing my League of Legends stuff, I literally went from, 100 views per video to 10,000 views per video, like just off a couple good videos. And I think that's something you're seeing right now. I've been looking at your channel lately. You had that banger 200K video, and now all your videos lately have been a step up, and I'm not saying like, hey, the editor is the reason why you got 200,000 views or whatever, but everything that you're doing, your consistency, your editing, your thumbnails, your ideation, allowed you to get the 200K view video. And now all your recent videos have been like 10K, somewhere in there, where I know before that you were sitting a lot like in the less than 10K range. So yeah, I don't know. There's so much that goes into it. YouTube is so interesting, so frustrating, so complicated, so complex. What if CS2 is down like forever, Dragon Lore 3 cents? I would lose a lot of money, but I would still be okay if CS was down forever. I would be sad. I would be upset. I would lose money. Protein shake? No. This is it's like an energy drink, like squeeze into water. Not protein shake, bro. I need a protein shake to stream. I hope Valve cracks down on the botting situation. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and that's what I try to do. But even then, I know I don't want to keep like being contrarian and being like, oh, actually, blah, blah. But a big thing is too, you said, listen, Tech says, keep up the grind, listen to your viewers, and good things will come. That's also something interesting. Sometimes the viewers don't always know what they want. Sometimes the viewers don't always know what's a good video and what a good direction. Sometimes you put out stuff and people are like, oh, this is what you should do, or this is what I think would be a good video or whatever, and you do it and it sucks ass. And sometimes you have an idea that you really believe in that everybody thinks sucks, and then it ends up being good. So I think it's important to know when to listen to the viewers. And yeah, you want to listen to feedback and stuff like that, but man, I know that you know this as well. You read the comment section. Sometimes you get the shit. I'm sure you get the shittiest feedback and the shittiest comments and that stuff ever. So, yeah, listen. I think knowing when to listen to people and knowing when not to listen to people is very important as well. Sometimes people are right, but sometimes people can be very, very, very wrong as well. And I think ultimately at the end of the day, you are the person who knows your content and your content and your channel and your strategies and your trajectory and your journey the best. So I think, believe in yourself as well and trust your gut and stuff like that. But yeah, I do like getting feedback from people. I like listening to them and stuff, but whatever. I don't know. It's like I said, it's crazy. Matthew has become a channel member. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate you a ton, buddy. Thank you so much for the support. That's another big thing I do want to focus on as well. If we are going to be streaming more, and I also want to, be able to do more stuff for the channel members, even on the YouTube side as well. I want to, be able to put out like videos early or put out community posts for channel members or make more emotes and stuff like that. So that's something I hope to do as well. But yeah, becoming channel member is a great way to help support the channel and the content here, and also channel member money and stuff like that we get. I want to be able to put into video ideas, unboxings, trade ups, different stuff like that. So yeah, it all helps out. Obviously, the more the merrier. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate you. Let's check out this article from X Mercy. If you haven't seen X Mercy, I don't know, very, very big on Twitter. And that's something I always wonder about as well. Like, hey, should I be putting out more Twitter content? Should I be growing more on Twitter? Would that help my channel? Would that help my cash trading business? Whatever. I don't know. There's so many different things I could or should be doing all the time. There's only so many hours in the day. He's got a big Twitter account. He's got 13,000 followers. CS2 investor, trader, collector, player, whatever. He put out this article on Twitter saying the top 10 Armory items to invest in that I wanted to react to and give some of my thoughts and opinions on. He now does like premium content on Twitter, which I know that might sound a little sus, but it's not. It's not what you're thinking. It's not like that. He just makes like posts and in some ways kind of like what Fano does, where Fano would have like paid paywalled like investment advice or investing stuff or whatever. Which I don't know exactly how I feel about that. I know there's a lot of people who get mad and upset about stuff like that. I don't think I care about it as much as other people, but it is maybe still a little bit weird and strange. You can still kind of create your own pump and dumps and your own cook groups and stuff by putting out your own content like that, but whatever. He put out this article. This is a free article that he put out. He's throwing us a bone here, where he put out his top 10 Armory items to invest in. I did want to react to this a little bit and give some of my thoughts and opinions about it. $1 loadout versus $1 million loadout. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. So he has his list from most to least current priced items. He says, consider the items in all conditions from battle scarred factory new. He just uses one condition as reference. So again, he is starting off by saying one of the best Armory investments is the Desert Eagle heat treated number 490. Now again, this is not something that I agree with. If I was going to make a top 10, I would probably not have this overall in the top 10. Now again, I haven't made a top 10, so I don't know exactly. Maybe it would be like in the bottom, but overall, I'm not a Desert Eagle 490 enjoyer. I think Blue Gem Desert Eagles overall could be an okay investment, could see some price appreciation, but I think right now they're a little bit over pumped, a little bit overhyped, and the prices are just so damn high. It's like, really, how expensive are these prices going to go into the future? And I also think the supply is still pretty big on a lot of these. I know something X Mercy talks about in this article is like, hey, there's not very many of these. This Deagle has everything. It's very expensive. It has the looks. It has the blue gem status. It's a demanded item. Deagles are demanded. It feels high tier. It's very low supply. It's limited. There's only 300 490 Desert Eagle heat treated. So, he's talking about how rare it is and how there's not very many out there. And that's, yeah, if you just look at the number 490s, like whatever. And if that's what people want to call the number one pattern, but there's also a ton of other tier 1 patterns out there. There's a ton of blue gem patterns out there that are definitely going to be eating into the demand for something like this. And once you start to consider more of the blue gem patterns that, hey, a lot of this look more or less the same. There's a lot of the blue gem patterns that I think a lot of players would not really even be able to tell the difference between. Those supply numbers do start to go up a little bit. And also, again, something we've talked about is Another thing is how many of these are unregistered, and could there be more out there as well? Is definitely something to consider. I actually spoke to him about this on stream, and again, super low quantity in total for all blue gems. I think it's going to go up for sure, but I don't know. These prices are so high though too. Again, if you look at some of the blue gem prices, they're just so high. To me, some of the cheaper items have have shown better price appreciation in the past and have a little bit more room to run. Where what is this Desert Eagle in factory new? It's like $3,000, isn't it? What is it going to be worth? $6,000? Going to be worth $10,000? I don't know. To me, that's a little bit hard to believe in and see in. And is the demand for these as high as people say? Do people love this blue gem as much as people say? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that say, hey, the heat treated is like the Walmart case hardened. I don't know. Well, comparing blue gems for other weapons on case hardens with higher quantity, the heat treat is actually quite cheap. Yeah, but is the heat treated? Is it a case hardened? Is it, like some of the other stuff? I don't know. I don't love the heat treated either. I think it's okay. I think it's pretty pumped up and pretty hyped up right now. Again, is it an okay investment? Could you make money off of it? Sure. Is it fine? Sure. Does it have as much demand and as much value and as much, hype as some of the people talking about as much want you to believe? I don't know. I don't really think so. I think there's just better places to have your money. And it's so expensive. It's so expensive. All these are so expensive. They're already so expensive. Yeah, that could be. It could be. No, I know what you mean. It could end up being good. Would I have it as number one or anywhere near the top of my list? No, definitely not. Do I think it's criminal to have it as like if you're going to make a top 10 where the rankings actually matter, would I think it'd be criminal to have it at like 7, 8, 9, 10, somewhere in there? No, I don't think so. And also, would I be going for the 490 necessarily? I don't know. Would I be going for maybe a cheaper tier 1? Tier 1? Maybe. I know people have been talking about like pattern 69 or whatever. That's also like a really, really nice blue gem. Has some of the meme factors. Maybe a little bit cheaper as well. Maybe that'd be better. I don't know. Next up, the AK-47 Be the Monster, which this one I think is actually okay. Matthew gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, bro. That is fucking insane. Was definitely not expecting that. I appreciate you a ton, brother. Thank you. He said he does not love the heat treated either. Yeah, that's my thing. I haven't actually used a blue gem in game, so I sometimes when I look at screenshots or look at pictures or look at stuff, even inspect it, you feel one way, but then once you actually use something in game, you can sometimes get a different sense and a different feel, because like the M4 Fade, I always thought it was cool. Obviously I thought it was fine. I was like, maybe it's a little bit overhyped. It's like pretty cool, but it's not like amazing, whatever. But then I used an M4 Fade in game and I was like, damn, this thing is actually really, really, really sick. Once you hold on, once you use it, once you actually get to inspect it, you can change where it hits the light and stuff like that. I became way more of an M4 Fade enjoyer and believer because it just felt sick. Now, again, if I use a Desert Eagle Blue Gem in game, maybe I'll start to believe in it more. I don't know. So far, I've only used, trash heat treateds. Who knows? In my opinion, a limited item would really be limited if it dropped randomly to players who with random floats and patterns, while those who brought Armory passes being able to spam redeem it is a down. Yeah, for sure. The thing is, the heat treated can't get used for trade-ups. Unless that happens, it's going to be a lot of supply. Heat treated is exactly that, coming from me, who also disliked it at first. Okay, well, hey, maybe that's something I need to try out and use. Again, Matthew, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, bro. We do appreciate that a ton. Let me send a text real quick. Hold on. All right. Currently have a tier 1 purple gem. It is all right. I actually saw some people talking more about like purple gems and the different color gems, stuff like that. I couldn't tell if they were memeing or if they were being serious or whatever, but yeah, it does actually seem like there is maybe some more people that are investing into, purple gems and gold gems and stuff like that. So I don't know, maybe that is a way to go. But as far as the Be the Monster I actually do like a lot. Again, is this a great investment? I don't necessarily know. The coverts, it can be so hard to look at their investments in the past. And we did look at a lot of the coverts from collections and stuff like that. And overall, it does seem like the coverts, especially the coverts with high demand that people really, really like the Be the Monster, do tend to go up over time for sure. But they don't usually have like explosive growth. They don't usually have like insane growth from what I've seen. Yes, something like the Blue Phosphor did have insane explosive growth, but that was because it got the new buffs and the new updates in CS2. But otherwise, it was just kind of gaining slowly over time. It's maybe a safe place to have like some big money. But again, something that worries me about the AK-47 Be the Monster is the souvenir packages coming out. And obviously, right now, the Armory, you can't buy skins. You can't just buy as many skins as you want. But if we do get Overpass souvenirs coming out, at some point in the future, those are going to be a lot more plentiful and a lot more easier to get, which could overall hurt the demand and hurt the overall prices of something like the AK-47 Be the Monster. Riptide Surf Shop Killer, what's up, brother? I'm doing good. If I were to invest in M4A1S Fade Collection light blue skins for trade up, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm investing into a lot of industrial grades in the Sport and Field Collection. Next up, he has the M4 Fade. M4 Fade, again, I think this is fine, but he's just naming, the biggest and best skins from the whole thing. Like, being like, oh, what are the best Armory investments? Desert Eagle Heat Treated Blue Gems, AK-47 Be the Monster, M4 Fade. Like, I don't know. To me, this is not what I've seen from the data and the charts and the historical evidence and stuff that I've seen in the past. Is the M4 Fade fine? And when he wrote this article in November, was the M4 Fade even undervalued or cheap? Yeah, possibly, and it's gone up since then, whatever. If you bought these at this time, you made some money. But also, M4 Fade is going to be a covert, which is really, really desirable, which again, like I said, it should give you some pretty consistent price gains and some pretty consistent gains over the years. But it's going to be hard for it to be explosive, especially when the M4 Fade is going to be the highest volume and the highest supply out there, because it's what people have been redeeming for the most. So that's definitely something to worry about and something that could eat into the gains a little bit there. Again, I think that for me, the industrial grade skins and the trade ups in the Sport and Field Collection are, my bet would be that they are going to outperform the M4 Fade, and that's probably where I would end up rather having my money. Do you agree that blue gems will slowly lose their charm if Valve keeps adding blue gem touch to everything like they did to Alpine Camo? Yeah, probably. That's another thing too. We're gonna have to watch out and see, what the limited edition items are that come out in the future as well. How much are you buying industrial skins for? Just whatever the market price is at that time. He does talk about the Glock Axia and the Zeus Dragon Snore. Again, I talk about these as well. The pinks from the collections with the desirable coverts, Overpass and Sport and Field. I actually do agree with X Mercy in this case, that I do think these will both end up being very, very good. Now, for Sport and Field, I'm not sure if I would go for Axia or Rainbow Spoon, the Galil, which might actually be what I go for. But in the Overpass collection, Dragon Snore is definitely where I would be going. And these are the first ones on the list where I actually do believe that these will be very, very good investments. And I do think that percentage-wise, and obviously it just depends how much money you put in or whatever, I actually do think that the Dragon Snore would and is going to outperform, this is the Dragon Snore in like minimal wear, field tested or whatever, is going to outperform the M4 Fade, the Be the Monster, and those Desert Eagle Blue Gems in terms of percentage gains over the next 3, 4, 5 years, whatever. So I think these are good picks. I actually like what he's going for here. The Hot Howl Charms are something that worry me a lot. Charms, the fact that they are non-consumable definitely worries me. Any kind of non-consumable investments is always going to be, a little bit sketchy on my end, something I am going to worry about. Yeah, agents we've seen do insanely well, but again, charms are coming out at a different time. We have more player-based numbers. We have more investors, stuff like that. And the thing about charms is, as soon as new charms come out or cooler charms come out or more expensive charms come out or more hype charms come out or whatever, it could really, really hurt the demand of things like the Hot Howl charm. So I don't know. To me, does it seem like the Hot Howl charm is one of the best investments out there? I would say no. To me, I would rather be putting my money into stickers than into charms, which is one thing I don't like about this list from X Mercy. He has a ton of charms, where I think stickers, which are actually consumable and cheaper and desirable and have, crafting use and stuff like that, are where I would be overall going for. Again, here he has the Charm Baby Carrot Tea. This is not one I agree with at all. Hot Howl Charm I actually do think looks really cool and looks premium and looks interesting. Charm Baby Carrot Tea, I don't really even think looks that cool. And I think many people who are going to be looking for like knives and stuff like that are going to be going for the semi-precious over stuff like the Baby Carrot Tea or the Carrot Tea. But people buy multiple charms for multiple weapons. Yeah, for sure. How consumable are agents? No, I said that. I know. Agents are not consumable. They've done very well, but also agents were so insanely low in quantity and supply because there weren't as many players back then and people didn't invest in them as much or redeem them as much. But also, we haven't gotten any new agents in the past couple of years. And if we do get new agents at some point, I could definitely see agent prices coming down, as opposed to, I'm assuming, or at least, we don't know, we could be getting more charms at some point in the future, which would then hurt these charms. And if agents had been coming out every year for the past couple of years, I do think that stuff like the Miami Daryl wouldn't be as expensive as it is now. Here he says semi-precious charm. Again, if I was going to invest in a charm, I would be investing in stuff like semi-precious or diecast AK as opposed to something like Baby Carrot T. So I think that's a good pick. Diamond Dog, I do not see this one being a good investment. That'd be something I'm staying away from. It does look okay. It's shiny. It's fun. It's cool. Something I'd be staying away from. And then this, to me, is just really, really, really weird to include this in the top 10, saying that that's Bananas charm. This community loves bananas. People are obsessed with this damn fruit. We had lots of massive pumps and items that simply were somehow related to bananas, and it makes sense. The community is fun. People love memes, love to troll, and they love chaos. He said this is one of those meme investments that needs to trigger a hype. Maybe once Armory moves, they have everything goes bananas. I don't know. I don't believe that the banana charm is going to be a great investment. But like he says, also once Armory stuff gets removed, we could see a lot of Armory stuff pumping. We could see cheap charms, cheap stickers, expensive charms, expensive stickers. M4 fade. Trade up fodder in the Sporting Field collection. We can see a ton of this stuff pumping up. So it's just going to depend how long the Armory remains active, when it's going to get removed, and stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of kind of random luck. It's going to be a lot of random timing, and that's why I think if you should find what stuff you believe in the most. You should keep consistently buying it. One day the stuff's going to get removed, and you're either going to have the money or you're not. Banana charm as an investment because it's a meme is such an L take. Yeah, I know that does seem like really kind of slap in the face, or really offensive to kind of put that on a list. And again, he has no trade up skins. He has nothing like that on this entire list. He has a bunch of charms, which again, I am personally not in that boat of. I don't know. So yeah, this list I think is interesting. I appreciate people making CS investing content. I appreciate people making high effort posts where he clearly took a lot of time and effort and everything to make this. But do I think this is the best list or post or whatever ever? No. And is it where I'd be putting my money? Also, no. But hey, whatever. Yeah, I mean, gallery cases would be high for me. Industrials from Sporting Field collection would be high for me. Galil Rainbow Spoon would be somewhere on here. Dragon Sword would be somewhere on here. Stickers from the Elemental Craft collection would be on here. So who knows? That's kind of the stuff that I'd be going for. But I actually do need to get going, I think. I need to eat lunch. I'm definitely getting hungry. I think my girlfriend's getting hungry. We need to go run and get some food and stuff like that. I have no idea how long we've been streaming for or anything, but I was just kind of waiting for her to get ready, trying to kill some time, and I just wanted to hop on a little bit. So yeah, Fano ass advice. I do agree with that. So I'm probably going to get going. I appreciate everybody who stopped by in the stream today. I do want to kind of continue to be, consistently streaming on the weekends and stuff like that, but I do have to get going. I am really starving, but I appreciate all you guys for stopping by today. Again, Matthew, thank you so much for putting up 6 memberships in the chat today. That's absolutely awesome. You're a beast. I appreciate you guys. Drop a like, make sure you subscribe. I'll be uploading a video at some point today as well. And yeah, again, the best ways to help support me, my channel, my content is to use the codes for the sponsors that I put out, to sell me your CS2 skins or items, or to become a channel member. All really awesome ways. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then.